Hey guys, today I'm doing this map, obviously. I believe this is known as Pistol. This, I don't know. Yeah, well, just a point here I'd like to make, and not just for this map, but for a lot of them. Try not to let them intimidate you, unless it's like Butterfly. Yeah, a map may seem hard to begin with, even if you're using the same towers as someone else who apparently goes well in it. But once you just gotta try and work out the best spot to use them, and sometimes it's not so obvious. Uh, but pretty much what I do here, may as well just put him there. I get my ninja monkey and I put my first one just about here. So I got like the range circle at the end of this track and the end of this one. I could put it here and pretty much cover this entire area instead of just like this bit and this bit, but I think that's worse personally. I'd prefer to be able to attack things at the front and at the back instead of just a lot in the middle, and this seems to work better for me personally. So yep, that's yeah, obviously I'm using my usual tactic here. No reason for me not to. I even got cheaper specters, so that's pretty helpful. So yeah, the main thing, which is just my usual strategy, no different. Just gotta try and get this to balloon jitsu as fast as possible, because that balloon jitsu really helps. You can even just get like a 4-0 on round 1 if you want, but it doesn't really matter. 3-1 or 4-0, whichever you want to do. Sometimes it helps to go 4-0, but I usually just go 3-1. Seeking shurikens are just too good. So yeah, once you got that guy, start saving up for your first bomb like usual, and you're placing the bomb using like a similar kind of like way as before, how I placed him over on those edges. So like it's very easy to like put it in this exact same position every time, because you can pretty much measure that. Except like this time I'm putting it on this side, so put it about there, and again I'm like near there and near there, and this time like I can hit all the mobs, all there fine. And I mean, if anything does make it any further, then I'm perfectly capable of getting it here as well, so it's a nice little bonus. But yeah, and just using this guy for cracking the mobs before they get down to here, so just getting him up to that as soon as possible, which should be on round 6 before the first mob, hopefully. Usually you can get it at the beginning of round 6 or at the end of round 5, but didn't really have that great a run this time. Shouldn't be too big an issue though. I don't know, seems that we're not getting the mob this round. Okay, round 7. Yeah, usually if the mob is on round 6, then if pretty much you will be able to afford to get a mob mauler before the first mob. It's just if the earlier the mobs come, the more dense the balloons are. So yeah. Anyway, after I got these two, instead of building my second ninja, I just put a little spike factory here, and just leave it like that. I'm never touching that again. And then I'm getting my second ninja, which doesn't really matter as much where I want to put it, but I guess I'll just put him here. It's mainly just the positioning of those first two that matters. Just breaking that open with spikes. Yeah. Usually I don't have to do that, but yeah. If a mob does make it past your first mob mauler, then feel free to just crack it open with like a spike or two before it reaches your ninja, just so they have more time to distract it. Shouldn't really be that necessary, but it's always helpful. I don't think I placed my mob mauler very well this time. I don't know. I messed up somehow, but it's working fine anyway. Yeah, I probably didn't even need to use those spikes before. This thing should really take one fine. To be honest, I haven't actually done this map in a while, so I'm getting a bit rusty. Mostly been doing jungles. Okay. Yep, just want to get this guy up to balloon jitsu as well now. And once I get that balloon jitsu up, I'll be able to focus on other things. Alright. There we go. And now we just need to get my village now. This guy should be able to deal with that fine. Yep. Alright, I put my village just underneath this path here. That way he can hit both these, and I'm going to put all my bombs over here. And when I get my spectres, I'm going to put them like above my ninjas and below my ninjas if I get a second one, which I sometimes do, depends. I don't really always though. Not going to get the range upgrade this time because like I'm just going to start off with my things right next to my bomb towers right next to this village. It's not it's not as easy as other maps, so may as well benefit from that extra 500 I get from getting that range upgrade later on. No, not really an extra 500, but an extra 500 early on, which helps out considerably. Anyway, 3 of these. Just get those camo leads. Put my 4th one. Alright then. And now I'm just going to get this to 2-2. And once it's at 2-2, then I'll go get it to 2-3. And yeah. Once I got that to 2-3, I'll be able to afford to get... Oh, not that I'll be able to afford it, I can afford it now, but I'll be able to use an ice tower without my ninjas getting buggered up. Around this point, or maybe even before now, there can be issues if you get like a really thick rush or a regen rush, and if you think you're gonna lose to that, like while you're saving up now, because I'm saving up for this, if you think you're gonna lose to some sort of regen rush or something, then just put an ice tower here and put it on 0-3 or 2-3 if you can afford it, and that should pretty much clear out that rush fine, and you can just sell it later on. It's really not that big of an impact. I mean, it's better than losing. And that's, well, that same thing can apply to a lot of maps. I've started using that sometimes if I see one of those rushes and I don't think I can survive it. Just, yeah, chuck down 0-3 ice tower or a 2-3 if you can afford it, and that can generally clear it out fine. You can just sell it the next round and get back to whatever you're saving for. Don't be afraid to sell. Anyway, putting my ice tower here. It's not really that good a spot at the moment, but once I get it to Arctic Wind, I'll be able to get like, the range will be like up to here and up to here, or even further than that. So, yeah, it makes it worse for now. It's more dangerous for now, but it's more beneficial for later on. So, it's a risk worth taking. See, that's the problem. There we go. That would have been a problem if I hadn't got that up, but I could have just gone to the other path and then next round sold this and rebought it, going for the one I wanted again. So yeah, don't be afraid to do that. What am I doing now? Put one Spectre right here. I've actually started using like Spectres on 1-3 quite often, just for taking out the blimps. But you have to be careful when you're doing that though. I've worked out how to do it properly. I mean, like, if you're on a DDT tile or a Zomagod tile, then you should be perfectly fine to use a couple of these instead of more Mob Maulers. But if you're on like a Mob Rush tile or a BFB Rush tile, then I don't recommend getting any more than one, if even that. Because the thing about the Spectres is that while they do a lot of damage to mobs, they're very much single target. These spikes, while these spikes do like have like 11 spikes in them or something, because of my fort they've got like 11 spikes in them, that set of 11 spikes will only hit one blimp each time. And yeah, it's much more when you're hitting the huge packs, like those huge rushes, you're better off having lots and lots of bomb towers there, which can just like hit along a massive pack. So yeah, if you're on a Zomagod tile or a DDT tile, then you can do this if you want to. You don't need to, but it's instead of spamming something, you can get something more expensive, whatever. Yeah, but if you're on a BFB or a Mob Rush tile, then do not do that. Just get for more Mob Maulers, because more Mob Maulers are much more beneficial for you. So yeah, saving up for my Spectre now. Once I get the Spectre up, I'll be fairly happy with the game. I mean, at the moment, I'm actually fairly happy. I mean, by the time you get to this point, you're pretty sure that you're not going to lose. Because like, by the time you get an Arctic Wind, pretty much, once you got that up, you've... As long as you don't skimp out on your MOB cracking powers, then you're pretty set, really. And, what I've started doing recently is just selling my ninjas at this point to get my Spectre quicker. Because honestly, even though they are quite good endgame still, it's not really that necessary. And getting the Spectre earlier, well, getting it like an extra like 8,000 to cash or so, it's, yeah, give you something playroom. So I'm just going to build a couple more MOB Maws at the moment. I mean, often I'd build 3 of these, but it depends on the map. Again, I mean, if I put one here, then we'll start putting too many spikes up that way. It wouldn't really be that big a deal, but... yeah, I may as well put one more, I guess. Yeah, I do like these guys. I think that they do much more... They do much more MOB damage than the MOB Maws do, but that's only as long as there's not very many. Like, an issue like... They probably, maybe lagless? Maybe? I can't really confirm that though. Yeah, there probably isn't enough rounds left for me to save up for a second Spectre, but it's not really that necessary. I'll just get, at this point, I'm very happy with what I got. I'm just gonna fill in the rest of my gap here with MOB Maulers. And just set all of them to strong. Maybe set these 2 to close. And that one. But other than that, set these all to strong. No need to get the left path, just the right path. And that should just help clear out the MOBs quicker. I mean, honestly, I could probably just not build anything else for the rest of the game. And I've already won. Also, I forgot to do it this game, but for a little bit of a cash injection early on, once you've got your Arctic Wind up, I wouldn't really recommend it before then, you can sell your Spike Factory down here for an extra 660 cash. Because you really don't need it once you got your Arctic Wind up, nothing's going to get past. So yep. Now I can just spend the game filling in this gap. Dart Monkey's got not even 2,000 pops. 1,100. I really wish the portable Dart Monkey was more useful, but he is what he is. I guess if you use an actual Dart Monkey strategy, he could be useful, but don't know. I'd like it if he like got some sort of bonus. Maybe if you got, I don't know. I'd like him to be better. I'd like a lot of the special items to be better. So anyway, that is how, well, that is how I beat the pistol map. This is like one round on the edge, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you around.